Hi, welcome to Theater Crafts. I'm so glad you're with me today. So today we're going to make a project that I've been making for a really long time. These are really great projects for when you're having a gathering of a lot of people. So we're going to make glass charms. So see this? So they're for around the stem of a glass. So if you're having a large gathering of people, you can easily identify your particular beverage by the different images that are on the charms. So you see, I've got a whole bunch of them right here. So you can create charms with different types of images. I'm doing theater images here, but you could do flowers if you're part of a flower club, or you could do sports if you're part of a sports group. So whatever works for your particular interest, we're going to make stem glass charms. All right, let's get crafting. Let's look at these more closely. I have been making these or similar versions of these for a long time. So look at that. They are basically, you see, these are hard acrylic, and you take basically a stemmed glass and you unhook and you hook it around the glass. I mean, you can't really see that. Hook it around the glass like that. And then when you're at a party, you each know which glass you have. So it's identifying your stemmed glassware at some sort of gathering. So if you're having, something like a, Tony Awards party or a cast party and you have stemmed glassware, you can put your little charms on the glassware so each person knows which beverage is theirs. And so I just think these are so cute. I've been making these types of charms for years and years, and I just think they're just really precious. So I'm going to clear this space. I'm going to show you what we need to create them. Okay, so we're obviously going to need resin. So I'm going to use clear resin and a colored resin. And this one I'm going to use black, and I'll show you the image and why I'm going to use black in a moment. So if you notice in the ones that I've made previously, I've got, so for example, there's actually clear resin on the top of this one, and then the back has the purple, or the lilac colored resin. Same thing here. We've got the clear resin is on the top, and then we've got the yellow in the back, and so that gives you kind of the effect. So that's what we're going to do for this one. Obviously, you need to be able to cure it with your UV light. You need your mold. So in this particular case, I'm using this mold here. Now you can get your molds just about anywhere. I got this one at Hobby Lobby, but you can get them at Michael's. You can get them on at any craft store, really. They're widely available. And I have round images, so I thought it would be good to put it in this oval place shape here. And you notice it has a place for the to make it a pendant or something so that you can thread it. And so that is my mold. I'm going to use gloves because we are using resin and we want to be careful. I actually have the window open, so my room is well ventilated. You need, these are the jewelry fixings for the mold, I don't even know what to call it, the stemware. So you see they're hooked, they hook right on like that. And you just put your charms or anything on there. And I'm actually using charms that I got in a pack here. So they're literally like different theater type charms like that. They have stars, they have all different types. So that's what I'm using on mine. I wanted to put some beads on it, but I found that it was hard to get the beads around this little kind of bend in the wire there. So I chose not to put beads, but you could even dress it up with all sorts of different items. So we've got that. And then we've got to your image. So I've actually used this this, Broadway.com guide. And I'm using images that are up in the corner here and literally just cutting them out and using those for a variety of different projects. So that's what I'm going to do today. So I'm going to take that and then I'm going to cut them out using just this whole this sponge. All right, so let me clear a space and we're going to get started. Okay, so today I'm going to cut out the Lion King here. So I'm just going to cut a little bit off here, only because I want to make sure that my punch can get as close to the image as possible. And so I'm doing the punch upside down, obviously, so that I can see the image. So I'm actually cutting it out right where I want it. So it's a little close to the edge there, but we're going to make it work. All right. So there's Lion King. All right, and now we're going to grab our mold and we're going to use this is going to go into this kind of oval shape here. All right, so let me get my gloves on and we're going to continue with the next part. Okay, so I've got my resin here and I'm going to float the resin in the mold. I've got my gloves on and my area is well ventilated. Got a window open right behind me. And so I'm going to float this right through the bottom, making sure to get up on the edges there and around where the post is there. Okay. Can you hear my kitty? All right, so now I see a bubble in there. So I see a bubble in there. So I'm going to use a toothpick and see if I can get that out. And that worked. Good. All right. So next, we're going to take the image and we're going to put the image, I can't get it with my gloves. We're going to put the image upside down. So we want that image to be this way because the bottom side is where the front is. So I'm going to put that image upside down. Now, I'm going to tell you, when I was making one of them, I'll show you right here, see the SpongeBob got sideways. It still works, but I kind of wanted it to be like straight up and down. So I'm going to have to check that in a moment. So I'm going to put another coat on top of this, and that's to kind of seal in the back, seal it in so that when I add the other color, because I'm going to add black, it's not going to seep through the image. So it's going to seal the image in straight. So let me grab my toothpick. I'm going to just check it. I know you can't see it, but I'm going to check to see if the image is twisted at all. All right, it looks pretty close. All right, so now what I'm going to do is we're going to cure it. So I'm going to cure it for 3 minutes. So it's nice and cured, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to add the black to it. All right, I'll be right back. While we're waiting for it to cure, I just thought I would explain about the resin. So I've got this resin here that is already pre-mixed. The colors are already pre-mixed. You can also get colorant that you add to your clear resin, and that works too. I just happened to get this. I got this right on Amazon, and so the bottles are already pre-mixed. So this is a black resin. It says right on it black, and I use for some of the others, I've used like purple and yellow and such. So they're all different colors in there, and that really makes it a much quicker process. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, it's been 3 minutes. All right, and we've got that is nice and solid there. Oh, and it came out pretty good on this side. All right, so now we're going to add the black resin on top of it. Now you could add any color. Any color that goes with what it is you're doing, whatever inspires you. I'm going to put black. And so basically I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to float the black resin on top of this. And that way it just adds, the color in the background. And, since there's black in the image, in the name, I thought that would be kind of a nice way to accent that by having black in the background. Now, like I said, I've been making these for years, all different versions of these. these glass charms. And like I said, they're really a fun way to personalize an event that you may have, party at your house, anything like that. So I just think they're really, really fun. All right, so looks like I've got that in there fine. Cover that up. And so now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put this under the lamp for 3 minutes, and I'll be right back. Okay, so 3 minutes have passed, and we're going to take it out of the mold. It's actually quite warm, and these come out so easily. Look at this. It's mind-boggling to me. Look at that. So cute. And now we're just going to take the jump ring, and I just kind of pushed it to the side, opened up to the side, and just put that on. And that's just so that we can attach the charm here to the wire. So I basically decided that I was going to put these charms. It's what I had, but you could use anything that you have in your own jewelry stash. And we're going to put this one on here. And there's your charm. So then, seriously, that is complete. And then we're going to take our stem glass, and we're going to take the charm, do it this way so you can see, push it around the glass, and just hook it in the back. And there you go. There is your stem glass charm. And then we've got all these others here. I just think these are so charming. And a great way to kind of spice up your next gathering. Or really, you could make them as gifts for your theater friends. What a great theater gift for your friends. So let me know in the comments below, which is your favorite. I'm curious which of these shows is your favorite. So thank you for joining me for this week's Theater Craft, and I will see you next week. Have a great week, everybody. Bye.